Welcome back here on your Friday. We take a live look over Ord with our NTV, Viera Wireless Camera Network. Now, it's a quiet morning. It's cold, though. Many of us are down into the single digits. We will just kind of steadily see those temps on the rise as we go through the day. In fact, by later this afternoon, we should end up pretty much average, close to 40 for this time of year. And winds aren't expected to be terribly strong at around 10 to 15. So we've got a nice warming trend. That will peak kind of on Monday, maybe Tuesday. The timing of it still a little questionable when the next push of colder air moves in. And we are talking much colder conditions by the time we head, especially into Thursday of next week. There will be chances for moisture, but right now I'm still looking at that being mainly in the northern half of the state. So what we're going to be tracking for next week is a system that kind of moves up into the central plains, northern plains, and it's going to help draw down some really cold air. Highs on Thursday for many of you could be, in that 15 to 20 range. It looks really cold. The snow is questionable, though, because we have to figure out the placement. The deeper that system dives through, if it goes through central Kansas, then yeah, it would bring snowfall potential much further south. So that's what we'll be tracking kind of Wednesday into Thursday of next week, which you look at the numbers right now, 15 in Kearney. Yeah, next Thursday, that could be the high temp for some of you. It's only 3 in Smith Center in York, 3 below in Lincoln, and 8 out in Ogallala. So we look at our future temps, it'll just be, again, a steady climb. And by later this afternoon, despite this cold start, many of us end up in the upper 30s and might even hit 40 degrees in a few locations, which is really very average for this time of year. We've got a west wind at about 5 to 10 this morning. Should stay in that 10 to 15 range as we get into this afternoon. So certainly not shaping up to be all that windy. We should see plenty of sunshine and, for middle of February, a reasonably comfortable day. And these next several days as we go through the weekend, we'll just continue to tack on and add on a few degrees here or there. And by the time we hit early next week, we've got those highs pushing up to around 50. 38 this afternoon. Now, the average high for the Tri-Cities is around 41, so we'll kind of be in the ballpark there. Tonight, looking at 21 for the low. Not as cold, that's for sure. And then looking at high tomorrow of around 41. A few more clouds will kind of work their way through the region. Looking at highs this afternoon, 37 Lincoln and Beatrice. Could hit about 42 out in Ogallala, 40 up in Ainsworth. Lows tonight, again, not nearly as cold as what we've got out there this morning, looking at upper teens to around 20 degrees. And then those temps tomorrow should be back. A few more of us sneaking into the low 40s there, and that gradual warming trend just continues. Again, by Monday, we should be pretty much into the 50s statewide, and then start to track that next system. We'll kind of have to work out the timing of it too, but certainly by Thursday, it looks really cold across the region.